Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow me along on my adoption journey. I just wanted to do kind of a quick update. I know, sorry, 2 videos in one day. But I wanted to do an update kind of on what exactly is kind of happening. I honestly have no clue what videos I have scheduled for when, but so some things might be out of order. But anyway, I wanted to give you an update on what I can update you on. So basically, this little girl that I am trying to adopt, I'm hoping is my daughter, she is in an orphanage where they have not prepared a file for her. It is not technically legal for them to do that, but it is very common for them to do that, where they don't prepare a file for a child because they don't feel like they're going to get it at home. And preparing a file is a long process, it's a lot of paperwork, so for them to do it, for a child that they didn't feel like would get a home, was just not something they were doing. There was someone that had met this child and is advocating for her, and is she was told that if she found a family they would do her file. So where we are right now is she is going to see her soon and be able to get me a bunch of answers, and they will start her file. The file will take probably a couple months. In India, when this is what technically is supposed to happen when they first get the child, which from what my understanding is, she was abandoned at birth or shortly after birth. So she's been in care since she was a newborn. So when they receive the child, they are supposed to put into the newspaper twice, hey, there's this kid, is it yours, kind of thing. They have to do that twice, and then if no family comes forward then they can start the paperwork for adoption. Once all the paperwork for the adoption is done, they have to list in India for 15 days. If the child is under 5 and healthy, it's like 90 days, I think, 60 or 90 days. If the child is over 5, I think it's 30 days, but if the child has special needs, it's only 15 days. So they have to list in India on their registry for 15 days before they can offer it internationally. Because she is not a baby and she has Down syndrome, I don't think it's going to be a scenario where she's going to get snatched up before that 15 days. And timing right now, it looks like her file will be ready for me roughly around the time that I will be able to be registered with Kara. There might be some gap either way. I honestly would rather have the gap of me being approved and her file not being ready than the opposite. I mean, it is what it is, and if she gets snatched up by another family beforehand, good for her, because she then has a family. I really want her as my daughter. So that's kind of how things are right now. Worst case, if I'm ready before she's ready, I will just tell my agency, do not match me. Here's the info for the girl. Please keep checking the list for this specific girl, and as soon as I know she's up, I can tell them. But yeah, so it's basically just a waiting game at this point. My home study is almost done to be sent off to the government. Just waiting on that. And then it takes about 2 to 3 months for government approval. And then I still need to pay a ton of fees. That's what it is. Before I can submit as well. But I'm hoping that my approval, I'm hoping it'll take the 3 months. And then that way, I mean, if I magically won the lottery with the tickets that I don't buy, then that's a different story, because then I probably want my file being approved sooner, but it is what it is. So right now I'm looking at probably end of September for my home study to be approved, because they'll hopefully send off end of June. They will send it off to the government, and then end of July, end of August, end of September would be 3 months. And then hopefully it would be done by then. If it's done a little bit sooner, like a week or 2 sooner, then I would send it off a bit sooner and just have more post-dated checks, because that's how I'm going to get this done, is post-dated checks and hoping for the best. Once we are officially matched, I will have 30 days to come up with half the orphanage fee, or more than half the orphanage fee. It works out to be $4,000, and I have 30 days to do it. Having faith and trusting the universe that will happen. During that time, I will be doing her name reveal, and then I'll be able to show you some pictures. I don't know what I'm allowed to show you right now, so I don't want to show too much and then like ruin things. once I do have her as my match, I will show you a picture minus her face. I will have a heart over her face or a star over her face. I'll have something over her face. So that's kind of where we're at. What can I tell you? So age. So Orphanage has her birthday as she is currently 4. However, I have picture proof saying otherwise. I have her as 3. And I have no clue what's going to happen with this. But basically, I've changed my age range to 0 to 5 now, so that way no matter what, I can get her. I can't be higher than 5 anyway for India, because I can't adopt a child that is more than 25 years. Like, I have to be 25 years older than my child, if that makes sense. So I'm 30, so 5 is as old as I can go. So she is still within that range, thankfully. I just don't know how logistically it's going to work in terms of school, and the fact that she's always going to be a year older on paper than she is actually. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. But we'll work with it. It is obviously a girl. And I like where she lives in terms of the city. So I don't know what else that I can tell you. Like, I will not be keeping her given name. I'm telling you that. I will not be keeping her advocacy name. Nope. So when I am like in that official but not completely official match kind of spot, I will be doing a name reveal with her full name, obviously other than her last name. And I will also be setting up our Reese's Rainbow account at that time. As soon as I have my home study approved, I will be doing that. That I will probably use her advocacy name in, I don't know if you've ever seen Reese's Rainbow family accounts, but there's like a little write-up. I will probably use her advocacy name during that portion. And yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I can actually tell you. I don't honestly know a whole lot about her right now. I don't. Pictures I've seen, she can hold her head up and she can sit up. I don't know if she's walking or anything like that. That's kind of on my list to find out. But right now I'm super excited because the orphanage has said that family found, file made. So they will be working on that. So I'm super excited. And timing just seems to be going really good. Like I said, worst case in terms of my end is I'm approved before her file is ready. And that is a better scenario for me than her file being ready and me not being ready, because then there's the stress of, I hope no one snatches her up first. I don't think that's going to be the case, because it's not, a lot of people aren't fighting for kids with Down syndrome, especially this age range, and she won't be on an advocacy page. So India is a little different in that they don't publicly post photos and stuff like that. So it's not like China where people see pictures, fall in love, and go for that child. No one's probably going to see her. So unless someone adopts her domestically or happens to be on the list and their agency snatches her up as soon as she's posted or something like that. But we'll see. The sooner I can get approval, the better in my mind. I mean, honestly, if she finds a family that's not mine, that's what's meant to be. And I'm just happy that she has a family and is not being written off as a child not worthy of a file. So at least there's that she'll have a family at the end of this. I just would like it to be mine. So yeah, I don't know what else to tell you guys, but that's pretty much where we're at right now. Just waiting game, waiting for my home study to be done while I'm saving / paying the rest of my fees / waiting for her file to be done. That's kind of where we're at. But I am hopefully going to see more pictures and videos in the next couple weeks, because her advocate is going there to go see her. I'm going to do a video on my travel plans and stuff like that because I'm hoping to go for court. So yeah, so I'll do a whole separate video on stuff like that, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on kind of what's going on, because I felt like the last video I didn't really know exactly how the process was going, so I didn't know exactly how to tell you guys. But basically, she has to get her 2 things in the newspaper for X amount of days. Then she has to get her file prepared, which is pretty lengthy. Like they're pretty good on what their files are. Then she has to be on the list for 15 days. and then she can finally be put on the list for international, which hopefully all of that takes 4 months. That's my hope. June, July, August, and September, and then by October, I can hopefully have approval by mid-October, and she can hopefully be ready mid-October. So I have a feeling her file is gonna be a lot faster, ready a lot faster than I will be ready. But as soon as my home study is approved, I'm going to try to submit to India immediately, and then do post-dated checks. I don't know how exactly I'm going to come up with that money while I'm still trying to come up with the money for the other stuff, but I'm going to trust the universe that she's meant to be my daughter. I put it out there. She is my daughter. The end. Not even she's meant to be my daughter. She is going to be my daughter. I am fighting for her. Her advocate is fighting for her. She is meant to be my daughter. The way dots have connected is insane. She is my daughter, and therefore things are going to work out, and regardless of where we are, how many post-dated checks, how much I have to fight in terms of finances, I will get there, because she's meant to be my daughter, and she's not meant to live in a home. I'm sorry, I don't understand how they can be like, you don't get to have a file unless someone's coming for you, and yet no one's going to magically just appear unless you go visit the orphanage. You don't even know they exist. And there's like almost 20 kids in this home. One has a file. So the rest of them are just being written off as you don't get to have a file because you're not worthy. I know it's a lot of paperwork. I just don't. Anyway, India's getting much better with their system, but this girl was put in there 3 years ago. So it was not the same system as it is now. And I don't know how much it's improved. But yeah, they just saw her as this little girl with Down syndrome with a heart condition that didn't deserve to have a file because they didn't think they could find a family for her. But guess what? Me, I'm here. Mama. Amma, right here. I'm ready. You ready to be a big sister? Are you ready to be a big sister? Yeah, you're gonna go stay with Grandma. You just bit my tooth. That was gross. You can go stay with Grandma. You are. I shouldn't say that too loud because she knows. You want to go see Grandma? You want to go see Grandma? Like next year. You're going to see Grandma next year. So yeah. So that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to follow me along on this journey. Questions, comments, go down below. I'll try to answer questions as I can answer them. There's a lot of privacy stuff that I can't answer. But thanks for watching, and I shall see you guys later. Bye, guys.